We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Washington Redskins. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. 48, read.
Hey, watch your lane.
Keep dribbling.
Here's Stick on 1st and 10. Sets up the screen to Gordon. He finds an opening past the 40. There goes Melvin Gordon. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week right out the window.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 45 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now Haskins on 1st down. And he'll find Hall. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Mike, 51.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards there, a big one.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Redskins' 2-yard line.
Come on,
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
He's checking.
Leo.
Watch out.
Dude.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Big hits all day.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Okay, so you just took the big loss. Now what are you doing on 4th down?
Well, we have a change of plans now is what we have, because I think they were looking at the play sheet, trying to dial something up to go for it on 4th down. But after that loss, that goes right out the window. Now you have to kick the field goal and hope to come back down the next time and score.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch twist.
On 2nd down, Love.
Hey, watch the shift.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Wait. 43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43. It's a party now.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Pull it together.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Over the middle, complete. That's Love. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
43. Mike's 43. Watch the screen.
First carry for Darius Geis. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Come on now, let's
and
go.
now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, We'll step aside and be right back. Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10.
Bang, 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 bang. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter play. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Baby, get him, boys. Get him, boys.
So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10.
Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Second down, Haskins. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give the Redskins 13 there and a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
He'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Shift. Hey, Sam on. Let's go.
On 2nd down now, it's Gordon. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Rush in. Alert 3, alert 3.
On 3rd down, it's Stick. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the 1st half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
He's not going to get me. 51's a mic. 51's
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. His throw caught right around the 6. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A 22-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
99, check 99.
They're going to go play action now with Stick. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Monte Nicholson picks it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
After the sack on 1st down, Haskins complete. Richardson has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Out of the gun, Geis.
Why? Get wide. I got you, boy.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, it's Love. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Here we go.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Watch the screen. Pass. "51's the mic. 51's the mic. Let it go.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. Flush to his right. Pass incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
43's the mic. 43's the mic. Here we go. Here we go. Mike's 43. Mike's 43.
From the gun on 3rd down. Haskins eluding the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
So we're back to a one-point game now as the kickoff comes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Down.
The Charger drive about to get going.
I'm coming. Hatchet. Hatchet.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming.
On second down, it's Stick. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
On 2nd and 10, it's Stick. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
I got him. Back's mine. I got him.
Mike Knight.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That ball complete to Isabella.
Here we go.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Check 9. Rock it. Hey, exit. Get it.
Throwing again on second down. Stick. And this is complete. It's Allen. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They come out here in the eye.
Plant.
Got you, boy. I got you.
Topper.
Check 3. No. Off. Watch safety.
Gone.
1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Again, Gordon on 2nd and goal. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at interval? Now, guy stripped. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Hey, let's go. Let's come.
On 2nd and inches, Haskins.
You think you gonna get this?
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try and get it with Geis. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Brent, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
We gotta get the ball,
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2.
51. I got you, punk.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
Check, 47. Let's go, defense.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Montez Sweat just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
He's coming. Double up.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory.
Get there.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And able to find Dorsett. That one good for 13 and a Charger 1st. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the 1st down.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
In your face.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon, and they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They go back to Gordon here on first down. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here we go. Out, shoot.
On 2nd down now, it's Gordon, and he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Check. Fresno.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Give him 6 yards in the first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. 1st and 10, stick. And caught by Henry. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And
he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Good job,
Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown of the night. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. A good sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hall. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards that time, and a Washington first. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Redskins 9.
Here we go. 3's the back, boy. 43. Check. 43. I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
Throwing on first down. Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerry Tillery forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now it's Haskins. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 41-yard line. Haskins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Haskins gets this to Reed. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Now it's Haskins. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Uchenna Nwosu able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They're going on 4th down. Haskins. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Haskins and the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Haskins will throw.
Hey, let's go.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is incomplete, but a flag back at the line of scrimmage. And this could be a 1st down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Now Haskins on 1st down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score. So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion.
43 is the mic, boys. 43. Check, 43.
Double dog. That's the way. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic.
I don't even know why this team.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
That's true. You've said that before.
25-yard line.
Got it.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
It's our time. Hey, Delta.
They'll throw on 2nd down and stick. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
A loss of 4 yards. Another.
They can't stop the franchise.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Taking it about the 36. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense.
Hey, Mike 51.
Watch the run.
Haskins to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Let's go now.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
51's the mic. 51.
They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Big series right here, so we got to step it up. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic.
Check mic, check mic.
43 is the mic. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
43 is the mic, boys. 43. Check it. 43.
They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And they'll start out here with a jet sweep. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Here we go. 8, read.
Silver.
Check 50, check 50. Share. Hey, lock it. Joker.
Now Gordon. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
90, full. Check, 47.
Let him know. Let him know.
This is Gordon. And not much running room. Down to the 32. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Leo. We ain't doing nothing today. Sure. Check 13. Now.
The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for our visitors, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs.